Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy T. Whatsblazing Sports, guys. We are live immediately after Virgil Ortiz versus Bohachuk. Oh my gosh, guys! Oh my gosh! I'm gonna tell you right now, this fight right here, from the opening bell until the 12th round, guys, it was pure excitement, pure drama, pure heart. This fight right here was a fan-friendly fight. People getting hit, they coming back. We seeing the drama, guys. Listen, let's talk about this right here. Virgil Ortiz moving up to 154 pounds, taking on. I'm not trying to butcher his name. I think it's Bohachuk, and this guy was like 23 wins, 22 knockouts, one loss. Very impressive record. You know, Ortiz got like 21 wins, 21 knockouts. Man, the opening round, round one, Virgil Ortiz goes down. He said, robbery. Yep. Listen, round one, Virgil Ortiz goes down. And I got to say this, man, listen. Virgil Ortiz got back up and he went to banging. He was boxing good. They was trading good. Even if you do not count the knockdowns, it was a very close fight, competitive fight. Ortiz showed that dog. And guys, right now we are still waiting for the post-fight interview. It just announced. And I'm going to say this, guys, before they get into it. Virgil Ortiz was knocked down twice, but he got the win. Let's listen. Hold up.
Like I said before, my interview, since fighters don't putting in work.
They asked Virgil Ortiz what he thinks. He said, listen, since I was 5, going to gym, going doing my homework, going to sleep. He said it feels great. He went the distance for the first time in his career. He got knocked down twice. How hard was this fight for him? He said he don't believe there should be knockdowns. He said the first one he thought he hit his foot or something. He thought he did enough. He proved everybody wrong. He said they thought he couldn't fight at 154. He proved them wrong. He said that fueled him. He's in the best in the world right now. Why is he paying?
You know, it's electric.
He fight for the fans. Hey, right now he after this win, he is an interim WBC welterweight champion at 154.
But at the end of the day, I know I'm putting the work in.
He's at the end of the day, he believes he put in the work and deserves everything he got. Hey guys, hey, after they get done with this interview, we gotta talk about it. I want to see what they're gonna talk what they're gonna say to the guy who just lost the interim title.
It's extremely hard, but with my work ethic, with my team behind me, with my dad pushing me, it's easy. Earlier we did an interview with His Excellency Turkalashi. He said, forget Tim Tszyu, the fight he wants to make is Bud Crawford.
Oh, Turkalashi said he want to see Virgil Ortiz versus Bud Crawford. Guys, I'm willing to put money that Bud Crawford gets that one. But listen, I tell you right now, man, Virgil Ortiz got nothing but dog in him.
The champ talking about if you won the lottery and you got $500 million, would you still fight? You said yes, because you can't buy a world title. Now you got that belt around your waist. How does that feel? It feels great, but now we got to fight the winner of Fedor and Spence.
Oh, they want to fight the winner between Fedor and Spence.
World champion Virgil Ortiz. Thanks so much.
All right, guys. We're going to see. They're going to talk to the guy who just lost the interim title. Looks like Ortiz is waiting on the winner between Terence Crawford and Fedor. Because I believe Fedor is the WBC champion. I believe. Could be wrong. All right. They might not give the other guy. I believe it's Bohachuk his airtime. Maybe not. Here, we're going to talk about it, man, guys. Like, what's up? Let's talk about it. Oh, here they go. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Let's see.
People saw this fight today.
He said, listen, people saw this fight today, and they know what happened today. He feel like he got robbed.
Ring Magazine did a poll.
Read Magazine did a poll, and all the boxing experts,
Only one person.
only all of them thought he was going to lose, and only one picked him to win,
Want a chance to win.
or even a chance to win. And he came out here and showed his best. How do you feel? He feel great. He feel great.
You're happy with the way you fought.
He's happy. He's a happy with the way he fought. It was a good fight. He made 2 knockdowns.
But Bruno, this is crazy, Bruno. What is he? He got 2 knockdowns there. He's the defending
Hey.
champion. Look at Virgil's face. All credit to Virgil. But look at
They saying that, listen, all credit to Virgil. Look at Virgil's face. He got 2 knockdowns against Virgil Ortiz.
do you feel like you were the winner tonight?
They said, ask him, do he feel like he was the winner tonight? He said, I want to support my country today.
Слава Україні, слава українському державному народу, ми переможемо. І сьогодні ми також перемогли. Слава Україні!
Tony, I can say this right now. You got a standing ovation.
They said he got a standing ovation in the arena.
This is the fight of the year. The way
Everybody think this is the fight of the year.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Gentlemen, thanks for
All right, guys, let's get into it, guys. What's up, man? We are live. I'm in the lair. I'm in the lair, man. You know, I don't know. You know, you guys want to let me see. I'll show you guys. Let me show them, man. Don't make fun of me, man. Y'all know I look rough right now. Let me see. Let me see. All right, there we go. All right, guys, man. What's up, man? It's your boy T. That was Blazing Sport, guys. We are live, guys. I just called the fight. I just called it. Let's talk about this. Virgil Ortiz versus, I think it's Bohachuk. Might be butcher his name, not trying to. I'm not gonna lie. For action, I'm not gonna lie. Every fight, every round of this fight was good. Every round, I'm not gonna lie. Every round of this fight with Ortiz and Bohachuk, it was amazing. Really good fight. If you're talking about, like, when I was watching this, I was thinking about Ward and God, like one of them throwback fights where they both throwing really big shots, landing really big shots. This was it. Now, round 1, Ortiz gets dropped. He's opening up to throw a shot. He get caught with a shot, kind of slow, kind of not quite the back of the head, but kind of on the side back of the head. He gets knocked down. He didn't think he was knocked down, but in all honesty, from looking at it, it was a knockdown. He was probably out balanced, threw a big shot, wasn't hurt, but he got knocked down. So that made round 1 a 10-8 round. You know, in credit to Ortiz, he came out every round throwing, taking shots. He tried to box. He tried to counter. He was doing good. Listen, Ortiz was winning rounds. He was doing very good. And then we get to the 8th round. I believe it's the 8th round, guys. In the 8th round, Ortiz get caught again. He get caught again, man. Pow, pow. 2 knockdowns, guys. So that's 2 10-8 rounds, right? That's 2 rounds plus 2 rounds, 4 rounds, and then whatever else the guy can win that you might give him on the scorecard. By many people looking at this fight between Ortiz and Bohachuk, that this was a close fight in the go. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't keep score. I thought Ortiz was winning some good rounds. I thought he was boxing well. I thought he lost some rounds as well. But without me keeping score and looking at this fight, I thought it would have been really hard for Ortiz to win after getting dropped twice for two 10-8 rounds. And I'm not lying. Ortiz got dog in him, man. Like, when he came back, and like I said, if you're keeping score, and again, I have to go back and watch it. This is really one of those fights, because I know a lot of people just looking at the knockdowns and saying, man, this is a robbery. He got dropped twice. How did he win? And most people getting dropped twice, guys, because I'm still watching. You see, guys, most people getting dropped twice. It is extremely hard to come back and win, because that's like being down 4 rounds, right? And all they got to do is just win 3 rounds, and that's 7 rounds. You know what I mean? They win 2 rounds after that. That 6th round is it's just really hard to come back. Now, let's see. They going off the jabs. The jabs landed 80. Somebody 82 for Bohachuk, 76 for Ortiz. They threw Bohachuk threw 417, 314 for Ortiz. I thought Ortiz threw more. Power punches. 143 landed for Bohachuk, 189 landed for Ortiz. Thrown 415 for Bohachuk, 430. So in the power punch category, Ortiz threw more, landed more, and at a 44% rate. Total punches, 225 for Bohachuk and 265 for Ortiz. Ortiz had a 36% chance percentage landing and 27% for Bohachuk. Guys, do a fight like this deserve a rematch? I think so. I think a fight like this definitely deserves a rematch because, again, you got knocked down twice. If there was no knockdown, I mean, remember, this is me not keeping a scorecard. If this was with no knockdowns, I think I would have favored Ortiz to get the win off of no knockdowns. I think he showed a lot of dog. I think he may have had Bohachuk hurt a couple of times in the round, but it's crazy. When he even had him hurt or just buzzed for a few seconds, the guy always came back and shook the buzz off before the round was over with. But again, that's if there was no knockdowns. There were 2 knockdowns in 2 different rounds. But can it happen? Can somebody come back from being dropped twice in a fight and win? Yes. When you look at, fights like Juan Manuel Marquez and Manny Pacquiao, I'm not sure if Pacquiao dropped Juan Manuel Marquez 2, maybe 3 times in one fight, and Marquez fought that fight back to be a draw. You can, man. You just literally have to be winning all the other rounds. West Side has definitely fight of the year, brother. Listen, man, that fight, bro. Listen, man, that was a good fight. That was a fight that I wish I would have called. There were fights I called and I wish I didn't call them, and then there were fights that I didn't call, I watched and wished I would have called. This is one of those fights. This fight right here, I'm telling you, I can't wait for when they put this up on YouTube, the fight itself, so you guys can be able to see it. I mean, a straight banger. I'm talking about round 1. I mean, lethal shots, man. And Ortiz is coming to this fight, 21 wins, 21 stoppages, no losses, no draws. He moved up to 154. And I was telling my son before he went to bed, he was asking me what's the difference because both of these guys, got really good records. I said, well, one of them, Bohachuk, he's at 154, so he didn't fight, bigger competition. I said, Ortiz, did most of his work at a division lower than that. I said, we got to see what Ortiz is going to be able to do at 154 pounds. And I'm going to say this, man. I think Ortiz's power, I think it carried. I think his power did carry well. I think Bohachuk just wasn't going. I think this dude came there to win. And he caught Ortiz in the first round and caught him again in the 8th round, and he dropped Ortiz. Guys, if you're just not joining, Virgil Ortiz was dropped twice. He was dropped twice in this fight, and he won on the scorecards. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a lot of they probably are right now. A lot of videos saying robbery. Now again, what I need to do, my homework I need to do, guys, I need to go back and I need to try to keep a score, right? Because I think it's easy to say robbery because you see somebody get dropped twice. That's 10-8, 10-8. Sometimes it can be 10-9. Like if the guy gets dropped, come back and really dominates that round, but he got dropped, it could be like a 10-9. You know what I'm saying? Or not, or 9-9. It just really depends on the round. But when it's a close round, you get dropped, man, it's a 10-8 round. And There were some close rounds. There were some close rounds in this fight. There was rounds that I thought that Bohachuk won, and he did not get knocked down. And of course, he won the rounds where he got the knockdown. Virgil Ortiz is a dog, man. I mean, he landed some really. It's crazy. Even though Ortiz is the one that got knocked down, I thought he landed the flashier. Well, nah, that's what I said. He landed some. They both were landing, man. They both were landing good. And the one thing that I noticed in his fight though is Bohachuk was able to break Virgil Ortiz's face down. He broke his face down. He was bleeding. His face is bruised up after the fight. And Bohachuk, man, listen, I mean, honestly, his face was a bruise. I'm gonna say, even though Ortiz was landing some really good shots, I thought Bohachuk made some really good adjustments because Ortiz was landing like a big overhand right, and Bohachuk put that right hand up there, man. And when Bohachuk did get hurt, it wasn't necessarily because of the right hand he got with. It was the combination left hand that Ortiz threw behind him. Like one time when he had him hurt, Ortiz threw a right hand and it landed, but it was the left hook he threw after that caught Bohachuk and kind of made him wobble a little bit. And Ortiz, he went for it. He was trying to get it, but man, the guy just wasn't hurt enough. He just caught a big shot. And I'm gonna say this without me keeping a scorecard. When they got to the decision, right? It was 113 draw. And then it said overruled 114, 113, 114, 113. When they read those scorecards, where one had a draw and the other two had it that the other guy won by a round, in my mind, okay, that has to go to Bohachuk because he got 2 knockdowns. If I figured anybody gonna get the edge, it would have been him, right? He's the champion. He got the 2 knockdowns, but when they read out a new, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, wow. I was thinking like, up top, is that golden boy? Is that golden boy touch? When you sign a golden boy, you get those close fights. Is that like, man? Oh, let's see what they're saying. Hold up.
I think that's based on them knowing each other.
All right, they just talking, man. Hey guys, if you saw the fight, what do you think about it? This fight was so good. I was going to go live in the morning, and but when it ended, I was trying to go live before they read the chorus, but I just couldn't get it up quick enough. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's something you never want to say to a girl. I couldn't get it up quick enough. I missed out. I wanted to hear live with you guys. Man, like again, this fight was a dog fight. This fight was what they would call Mexican style. This fight was one of those where they said, well, you hit me, I hit you, you hit me, I hit you. Or even if it wasn't that, because these guys like Ortiz was doing a lot of slipping and rolling. And I thought Bohachuk, I thought he was doing he was catching a lot of shots. This was truly a maybe 75% in the trenches type of fight, in the phone booth type of fight, and 25% is when Ortiz wanted to stand back, jab a little bit. And again, man, for Ortiz, I mean, he had some good things working. I like his jab to the body. He would jab to the pit of the stomach. He would jab upstairs, try to come with the overhead right. He had some really good body work and good countering. I thought Ortiz countered very well in his fight. One thing we saw to him is dog. Robert Garcia told him, we got to win these last 3 rounds. Now, again, I wasn't keeping scorecard, but do I think Ortiz won round 10, 11, and 12? Yeah, I do. I think Ortiz did win round 10, 11, and 12. Off my first watch, I thought he did. I thought he did very well. He took some shots to the round, but I thought overall he did it. Ortiz showed dog. When you think of a Mexican style, what they coined as Mexican style, I think it's what we saw tonight. And both guys were not Mexican. Virgil Ortiz is a Mexican. Bohachuk was not a Mexican, but I think that's what they probably would consider a Mexican style. What neither one of these guys would give in. Neither one of these guys would back off. They were throwing, I mean, big shots, man. He was catching Ortiz on the end of the punches. Cloud, left hooks, right hooks, uppercut. He was landing, and I'm telling you guys, I thoroughly enjoyed this fight. I think they should do a rematch. Will Ortiz do a rematch? I don't think that's the first thing on his mind. I don't think that's the first thing on his mind right now. I think, like he said, Ortiz is like, man, I got out of there with one. You know, he probably went in. That's probably definitely the first time he went into a professional fight. Probably having the feeling I could lose this fight. You know, again, me just going off of, you know, watching the fight and not keeping a scorecard, but just kind of enjoying it. You know, I looking at those two knockdowns, adding the two knockdown losses in there. I mean, in there, it can be a fight to where you thought if there was no knockdowns that Ortiz could win, but if the two knockdowns, you can see out him losing. So I thought this was a fight that he could lose. I thought this was a fight that he could lose, and most people are going to say that he should have lost. But guys, listen, man, Virgil Ortiz, listen, he don't control the scorecards. That's something that you get mad at the judging for. But one thing about Ortiz, win or lose, I think he really left it out there. Like, this guy went out there and went for it, and he caught some huge shots. Bohachuk definitely got my respect. I want to see more from this guy. I would love to see a rematch. You know, again, man, when I'm watching fights like this, it makes me think. Remember, the 154 is being invaded by a lot of new welterweights. And the one thing I tell people about when people move up into a different weight class is, how do they power transition? How do they speed transition? How do they stamina transition? And a lot of things like that, to me, when I look at the biggest thing is the power. When you are a power puncher at a smaller division, how does it transfer to a new division? And sometimes it takes a few fights. It can take, some people, it can take 4 or 5 fights to transition. Your first couple fights is not there. But then you got other people, if they, you know, it can transition well. But when I look at like Dave Benavidez, when he first went to light heavyweight, I don't think his power was crazy. Like, I think it was good. I think he boxed well. He landed a tremendous amount of shots, but his power didn't quite transition. When Demetrius Andrade went from 160 to 168, I don't think his pop transitioned well. Some people might, even in wins, some people might say Terrence Crawford power didn't transition as well from 147 to 154. He was on an 11 fight stop winning streak, and then he go to 154 and he couldn't get it. But you also gotta look at the opponent. He said Angelio knocked out Lopez. Holy bro. Man, I missed that, bro. I missed that. Oh my God, is it happening right now? Was it on? Oh, it's already over. He knocked the miles over right now. Dang it. But I want to do this post-fight, man. But listen, guys, I might come back tomorrow morning, let my thoughts settle on this fight. Again, it's a classic. I think this fight, honestly, is a classic. It's a classic fight. It wasn't for an actual title, but when you talk about a dog fight, when you talk about a fight that I had to tell my youngest, son, you gotta give me. This is the main event. Give me a little bit. I mean, they were throwing they was throwing haymakers, man. And part of me, I gotta be honest, part of me was like, I wanted to see Ortiz pull that knockout. You know, he's been knocked down twice. Can he pull it out? Part of me felt that if Ortiz would have got a knockdown, I think it would have definitely made it much closer fight. I think if Ortiz had a knockdown, that it still probably could have been a fight up in the air. If there was no knockdowns, I think Ortiz would have got the fight. With one knockdown, I thought it would have been up in the air. With 2 knockdowns, I was like, that's pretty hard to come back from. And again, I didn't keep score, but without keeping score, you know, that's pretty hard to come back from. But listen, I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it again tonight, but I'm gonna watch it maybe tomorrow. And I'm gonna keep score. I'm like, okay, round 1, 10-8, round 2, who got it? Round 3, who got it? And listen, if Ortiz really did, was edging those rounds, even without him getting a knockdown and getting dropped, it is realistically you can come back and win. You can. But what are your thoughts on it, man? Comment below and let me know. It's your boy T-Dub, Mr. Whatsblazing. I'm back here like a crack habit, giving you boxing geekers that work. Oh!